So can the mighty Dynamo Kiev do it again? 11 years after their triumph over Ferencvaros in the 1975 Cup Winners' Cup final, Valery Lobanovsky is at the helm once more as the Soviet team hope this time to sweep aside La Liga club Athletico Madrid. No strangers, of course, to European finals, having won this competition in 1962. The two clash at the Stade Géant in Lyon tonight, where even if we go to extra time or penalties, we will get a winner. Plenty of players on show from both sides who will be hoping to participate for their national side in the forthcoming World Cup. Lots of quality about the Soviet team and, of course, the Spanish outfit. Viktor Chanov, former Shakhtar Donetsk keeper, very much number 2 for the national side behind Rinat Dasayev. Was competing with Mikhailov for number 1 spot at the club for much of last season. Here is Ramos Gonzalez, who goes down. Transvola, the Austrian official, incidentally, in Lyon. It is Landaburu, who loses out. Challenge initially coming in from Belanov, but it's Atletico that have possession. Difficult to know just which side are favourites going into this. Both been in super form in the Cup Winners' Cup this season. Valery Lobanovsky to the left of your picture. Did have a spell in charge of the national side before coming back to Kiev. Of course, he did lead them to that triumph in 1975. Touch and feel from Yakovenko. Zavarov on this right-hand side. The referee pulling play back here. I think that Zavarov wanted play to continue. He's in a good position just outside the Atletico Madrid penalty area. Still, it's the men in white that still have possession. This is Kuznetsov. Blocking with a low ball in. Charged down by Artesh. Another chance now to break forward over on that left-hand side. Plenty of Kiev players inside the penalty area. And the shot is well saved there by Filiol and then in by Zavarov. Dynamo Kiev have the lead. Just 5 minutes on the clock. How about this for a start? Cross coming in from the left-hand side. It was Belanov that had the shot initially, a left-footed effort that was goal-bound. It was a good save from Filiol. And then headed in by Zavarov. Atletico defenders having no answer to the movement of the Kiev strikers here. Yol with a save. Zavarov first to pounce. What a start in Lyon. Type of response will we see from the Spanish team, coached by Luis Aragones. Of course, has had plenty of success as both a manager and a good few years ago now as a player. Was a former Athletico Madrid player for 10 years between 64 and 74, and of course scored in a European Cup final in his playing days against Bayern Munich. 1-1 draw to be replayed, and Atletico were just seconds away from winning it in the initial final, was brushed aside 4-0 by the Bundesliga team. And we'll just pat that down. Yaremchuk it was getting forward, the former Dnipro player. Another likely to go to the World Cup final, still just 23. Challenge from Kuznetsov. Here is Yaremchuk. In swinger, Billy Olegel, again, just under a bit of pressure at that near post, palming it over for another corner kick here to Dynamo Kiev. The Soviet side certainly putting all the pressure on in this first half. It comes again from Yaremchuk. Doesn't beat the first man, Landaburu, the former Barcelona player, nodding behind. The one cap for his country back in 1980 against Holland, not expected to be in the World Cup party. Thomas, the skipper, is though organising his defenders inside the penalty area. As Yaremchuk gets to deliver for the third successive time, and again it's curled in on goal. Uyol just about preventing the ball from crossing the line. Here is Zavarov. Good running once again here from Kiev. Shot is blazed over the crossbar, wasn't too far away. Uyol was nowhere near that, didn't need to be. Opportunities coming thick and fast for Dynamo Kiev. Passage to the final has been pretty comfortable for the Soviet team. This is Belanov looking to get in. They got the better of Utrecht by 5-3 on aggregate after a 4-1 home win in the second leg saw them through. Craiova beaten 5-2 on aggregate again after winning the home leg comfortably. That was after drawing 2-2 in Romania. And then a really impressive scoreline in the quarterfinals, beating Rapid Vienna both home and away 4-1 and 5-1. Here's Manuel Cabrera looking to get forward for Athletico. Pribram beaten 4-1 in the semi-finals to get Kiev to this stage of the competition. Belanov takes it on his chest, still Belanov. Opportunity maybe here for blocking. So they're carving open Athletico Madrid at the moment. Looking over on the left-hand side. And Belanov through the centre, nearly combining to good effect. Here's Aragonis. And his second spell in charge of Athletico Madrid. Just wondering what he can do about it at the moment. Change in on Thomas. Confirmation of the score there, the 5th minute goal from Zavarov, giving Kiev the 1-0 advantage. Kuznetsov. Too far for Belanov. Headed down by Marina. Now Gonzalez has to go again. First time we've seen Atletico get forward in numbers. Here it is Martin. Just coming under their shadow a little bit, perhaps, here, Atletico Madrid. Edged past Celtic in the first round, 3-2 on aggregate, 1-1 at home, a 2-1 away win in Glasgow, giving them the advantage. And Bangor by 3-0 on aggregate. Red Star Belgrade beaten in the quarters, and Erdogan in the semi-final. Headed down by Martin. Lost a little bit of space on this left-hand side for Gonzalez. Behind the fullback Huelva. An opportunity now for Besanov to come forward. He was fouled by Huelva, and he's gone down in a little bit of pain here, it would appear, Besanov. It's the right ankle, perhaps, here. Vladimir Besanov. who's been a mainstay of the Kiev side in the Soviet Championship over the past 6 seasons or so. He's picked up 4 titles, 3-time cup winner. Also part of the Soviet side that won bronze at the Olympics back in 1980. He played at the 1977 World Youth Championship Cup, which was successful for the Soviets, beating Mexico in the final on penalties. Scored a couple in the final, but he's in a bit of trouble here. And for the time being, Kiev are down to 10. It is Yakovenko. Can Athletico make their numerical advantage pay? It's all the way back to Chanov. Dynamo over on that left-hand side, former Dynamo player. And another scheduled to play in the '86 World Cup. He did feature in 1982 in Spain. Blocking. Turns into trouble. Belanov unable to make it his. And now it's Gonzalez coming forward. And it's Chanov to the edge of his penalty area. It is Yakovenko. Made his debut for the Soviet side this season. Zavarov. This is blocking. Wants it on his right and then his left. Space out to the left-hand side, blocking. This pass, though, doesn't find a teammate, and it's Martin that will make the interception. Good running from Thomas. Still Athletico coming forward. 1 or 2 players over on this near side. This is Marina, and still Marina looks to chip one up to the far side, but whether it was a cross or a shot, doesn't do the job for the La Liga team, but a gun run nonetheless. Goals in the league this season for Marina. And Yakovenko. And back to Chanov. Dynamo forward. Belanov with the run. Blocking continues. Zavarov inside the penalty area. Won't fall for Belanov. A real chance for a second here, though. Scrambled away. I think it was Vasily Rats that got the final shot away that was charged down. What a breakaway. Belanov and blocking combining once again. Nothing that man Luis Aragones can do about it at the moment. Kiev are rampant. Filio. Long punt downfield by the Argentine. Baltacha comes across and slips, and maybe De Silva is in here for Athletico. He's just lost a little bit of momentum. Was that handball? The Athletico players calling for it. Nothing was given. This is Rats, and Kiev can break. This is Belanov getting forward. The sliding challenge from Artesh Gomez, and that will be a free kick. That's Baltacha, who's on the deck as well, having slipped just a few minutes ago. This is the challenge we're seeing from Artesh Gomez on Belanov. It will certainly be a free kick. However, this is bad news for Sergei Baltacha, who limps out of the action. He's going to take this. It is Rats, and it's straight into the arms of Filio. Still treatment for Baltacha at the moment. Will he come back on? This is the break from Yaremchuk. It's towards Belanov, and it's behind. Movement inside the penalty area. It's nodded away by Artesh Gomez. Back in by Yakovenko. Peru will take this free kick. And he's again the former Barcelona man, also had a spell at Rayo Vallecano. Taken down first turn by Gonzalez. And Peru again, Gonzalez. And that's good skill from Marina. And now Gonzalez once more. Marina inside the penalty area calling for it. Still not completely away. Complete miss kick there and behind. Just a bit of confusion in the Dynamo Kiev ranks. Emelianenko barking out the orders to his fellow defenders. And it's Baltacha. He's limping off here. It's the left foot, possibly the ankle. No shame for him. And at the World Cup finals in '82. Another poor challenge coming in. This time the player down is Julio Martin. Free-flowing opening to the game, but now just getting bogged down with one or two niggly fouls. This is an opportunity for Athletico. Just towards this near side, and the header away is by Besanov. Atletico with the corner. To the near post, but it's over. Chenov to take. Aragonés still looks a little bit concerned, isn't he, on the sidelines? His side trailing by a goal to nil. Zavarov, after 5 minutes, the goal scorer for Kiev. A free kick to Atletico. And now Belanov, and he keeps going. Montes Gomez got something, but not enough. The cross from Belanov is charged down. Maybe another chance here. It's Belanov again on the right-hand side. They're queuing up inside the penalty area. Back across the face of goal, and no one could get the final touch. Blocking was inside the area. Breaking at will. Kiev, as soon as Atletico get forward, they lose the ball. They're in all sorts of problems at the back. Here's Yaremchuk. Emelianenko. Soviet footballer of the year. Still coming forward. Belanov waits. Zavarov as well. Emelianenko to the near post, and the referee has spotted an infringement. It will be a free kick to Atletico. Corners that have come in from left and right have given Atletico all sorts of problems. Filiol does not look comfortable. Clearance wasn't great either. From that, and it will be a Kiev throw when we restart. Of course, Kiev will be in the European Cup next season. They did win the Soviet Championship in the summer of 1985, winning the double, in fact, last season. Also adding the Soviet Super Cup to their silverware haul. Two players have gone down. Damas will leave it. And it's Zavarov who goes all the way back to the keeper, Chanov. Demyanenko. Yakovenko. Demyanenko goes again and still rampaging forward. Swinging towards Belanov. Something of a doubt whether Filio will be in the Argentina squad for the forthcoming '86 World Cup. He's played in qualifiers, but recently out of favour. Former River Plate keeper, also had a spell in Brazil with Flamenco. And he joined Athletico Madrid last summer. 74 and 78 World Cup finals, of course, voted best keeper in the 78 edition. And of course, Argentina won the trophy. And a long ball forward this time, though it's easily dealt with. Kiev getting players back. Chanov calling for it. Kuznetsov knocks it back to the keeper. And the referee blows for half-time with Kiev leading by a goal to 0. So Kiev in the ascendancy with that single goal advantage as the Soviet champions come out. And we've also got the cockerel daubed with the red and white of Atletico Madrid. And the referee's going to have to try and get this cockerel off. He's away from blocking, or is he? Rats as well tries. Still, the players can't get hold of him, and Rats went down. And the cockerel is proving rather elusive at the moment. Well, the red and white are on the cockerel. Well, they'll be on the trophy. Remains to be seen, because Atletico Madrid trail by a goal to 0, and they'll have to do something special, you feel, to get the better of this crack Kiev outfit. Sliding challenge by the substitute Andrei Bau, former Karpaty Lviv player who joined Kiev just 4 seasons ago. They live in the second tier of the Soviet League system, actually won a league title with them. Here's Landaburu. And still coming forward, that's a fine save from Chanov, quickly outside of his 6-yard box. No end product for a change from Dynamo Kiev. A bit more coherence in this second period. Luis Aragones' team. Seeing just a little bit more from the likes of Landaburu and also Martin. And Marina getting forward also. Chanov. Demyanenko. Back towards Besanov. Flag is up. Atletico Madrid were runners-up in this competition as well as winning it once, and they were runners-up in the cup final as well, the European Cup final. As Cabrera looks to get in, the Argentine. 13 goals this season, 14 last campaign. He's been a regular goal scorer with Atletico Madrid recently in Kiev. Suddenly under a little bit of pressure here. And Silva Demianenko not happy with his fellow defenders at all. It's going to be a corner. Demianenko didn't think that it was, and he's rallying his troops inside the 6-yard area. Something for the Athletico Madrid supporters to shout about all of a sudden. They've dominated this second half. It goes to the far post again. Chanov this time was not confident at all. And it's cleared away by Yaremchuk. Best spell of the final so far. He's had a go on his nose that it's all about taking your chances and making that possession count. Still, they strive for an equalising goal. Marina. Landaburu. He's giving it away. That's beaten to it here. Touch for Marina. Demianenko. And Zavarov. Acres of space for Kiev to run into, and blocking in particular. Costa isn't the best. There was 2 men in white shirts inside the penalty area. Fell to the only Atletico Madrid defender. And it's the Spanish side on the breakaway here, and Chanov uses his head in more ways than one. A couple of yards outside of his penalty area. End-to-end stuff at the moment. Here's the substitute bow. It's gone down inside the box. Yaremchuk arriving. It's cleared away by Artesh. Here is Yaremchuk. Zavarov. And still Zavarov inside the area, goes down. Nothing doing. The screen official took a look at that. Franz Voller wave play on. Demianenko turns it forward. Only as far as Thomas. Medina gives it away. Yaremchuk has it now. Belenov beaten to it. Demianenko will have to let it run because Netsevov didn't get the ball. He got the man, and that's a free kick. Netsov sliding in, the 23-year-old signed from FC Desna a couple of seasons ago. Another Soviet international in the Kiev ranks. Blocking is the 5th man in the wall here. That's as well. Yaremchuk is required. It's some distance out, but it's not such a bad angle here. Lina will leave it. It's the curler, and it's tipped over. Super save from Viktor Chanov. He is behind Renat Dasaev for the national side, but very much the #1 at Dynamo, and that's a stunning save. Like it was just about to dip under the crossbar. Athletico players crashing down inside the penalty area again. The referee waves play on. Over the head of Cabrera. Slight change coming in. Could be talking to here as Rats went down. Blocking will take the free kick. In fact, leaving it to the substitute Andrei Bal. He was involved in the Soviet side that won the under-21 European Championships in 1980 and the World Youth Tournament in 77. Scored a wonderful goal against Brazil in the 82 World Cup. You might recall the flag was up on the far side. Athletico take the free kick. Kuznetsov chests it down. A touch for Yakovenko. Flip forward for Yaremchuk. Yakovenko again. With close control. Rats. Scored a stunner himself against France in the 82 World Cup finals. Yakovenko and Yaremchuk looking to combine in midfield. That's going to be a free kick. Athletico taken quickly, perhaps not from the right place, but Martini's coming forward, looking to get Cabrera in here. Chanov will let it run out of play. Besanov not required. Going to see a change here. The looks of things for Athletico. And it's Kike Setien that's coming on. Spent 8 years at Racing Santander before moving to Athletico Madrid last summer. Spanish international is on. And it's Landaburu who's come off. Can he make some sort of difference here? Silva towards the substitute Kike Setien. Thomas doing the pointing at the moment. Setien. They're over on the left-hand side has come towards Ruiz. Again, the breakaway is on with Andre Bau. And the crossfield ball hoping to hit Demyanenko. He's flying forward here. And the reverse ball to blocking. Charged down by Juan Carlos Artes-Gomez. It's not involved with the Spanish national side just yet, but Musli may well be called up. Demyanenko to take the corner. Chanov can take a breather at the other end. It's Filiol that's under a bit of pressure. Again, Demyanenko. Ball from inside the 6-yard box. Nobody there for Kiev. Here it is Yaremchuk, and still Yaremchuk. Still he goes forward towards Zavarov. And it's the skipper, Ruiz, that can shepherd the ball back to Filiol. Charged down by De Silva here, the Uruguayan international, former defensor. And Danubio player, this is Marina. Kuznetsov closes down and picks up the loose ball. This is blocking Kuznetsov. That's wants it. Yakovenko wants it. Yaremchuk getting forward as well. It is Zavarov. Belanov inside the penalty area waiting for the cross. It's still Zavarov. He's still got it. There's 3 Athletico players around him. He just could not get a touch. And eventually the shot is well wide and way over from blocking. European Footballer of the Year in 75, Oli Blocking, top goal scorer in the Soviet Championship for 5 seasons between 72 and 77. Maybe past his best now, but still contributing to this Kiev side. Here is Martin. The substitute Sechin gets a touch. Kuznetsov. Athletico have a throw, but it's a goal that they need. Trailing, courtesy of Zavarov's 5th-minute strike. Kiev have had chances to put the final to bed, you feel. Athletico have had possession in the second period, but no real penetration. Chanov making 1 excellent save, but aside from that, it's been relatively comfortable for the Soviet champions. It's an excellent throw to Yaremchuk. Belanov goes on his outside. Yaremchuk with the crossfield ball for Rats. Blocking. Besanov. Kovenko will leave it for the substitute Bau. Discussion between Ramos Gonzalez and Bal over on that far side will result in Kiev restarting here. Yaremchuk will leave it. Bal will take the free kick. Besanov gets forward along with Belanov inside the penalty area. Zavarov is waiting as well. It's Yaremchuk that's just body checked off the ball. It's back with Filiol. Here's Marina. Pereira forward. Martin. Cleared away after De Silva got something on it. Marina again. Back inside the penalty area, and the substitute sets in a back across the face of goal, and then a complete air shot. I think from Marina, the ball comes through to Kiev, and they can counter. It was an opportunity. It was Setien that put the ball back inside the penalty area from the right-hand side, but no connection for the final shot. Rats with a crossfield ball, blocking on the edge of the penalty area. Here he is. Still Oleg Blokhin. Pereira moving forward on the right-hand side. He's just got away from the number 9, De Silva. Top goal scorer in Spain, incidentally, along with Valladolid. The 83-84 campaign. He won the Super Cup with Athletico in 85. Hasn't really been too much of a factor, though, in this final thus far. In the Stade Géant in Lyon, where Kiev really scored very early. They've been fairly comfortable since, but as it is just a 1 goal, you never know. Dynamo beating Shakhtar Donetsk 2-1 in the Soviet Cup last season. Ukrainian affair, of course. The return of Lobanovsky has certainly brought many trophies. Not yet another European one to go with their 75 win. Given away by Tomas. This is Yakovenko. And still away from Marina. And away from Artesh Gomez. And there's options here, and it's Rats that goes over. There's certainly plenty of openings for Kiev. Just not managed to take them. Just from outside the box. Rats goes over the former Karpaty Kiev man. It's going to be a change here by the looks of things. As Evtushenko comes on. The 8-year-old former FK Zirka player. Played at the World Cup for the Soviet side in '82 and expected to be in the squad for this summer's Mexico affair. It's Zavarov just coming off limping. Marina in field, but he's given it away. Here is Evtushenko. And the header from distance is tipped over by Filiol. Looping header that nearly caught the Argentine keeper out. I think it would have just gone underneath the crossbar. And it's the skipper, Demyanenko, that just needs a little bit of treatment, perhaps, after getting forward. And he's a little bit groggy after that clash of heads. He certainly got plenty on the ball as well. See what Yaremchuk can do from that side. He's been excellent with the corners so far. Demyanenko is off the field of play at the moment, so Kiev once again down to 10, temporarily at least. And it comes by Yaremchuk, and it's easy for Filiol. Cabrera can only turn into another Kiev defender. It is Besanov. Actually voted the best player at the 77 FIFA World Youth Championships. Yanamchuk. He's looking through ball to the substitute, Evtushenko. Like as Zavarov came off, both strikers. After a spell of pressure in the second half from the restart, Atletico Madrid have just lost their way, you feel, here in Lyon. And Kiev once again dominating possession and creating the opportunities. From this left-hand side all along the ground, a real daisy cutter that's comfortably picked up by Atletico, and it's cleared up field for Cabrera. And then immediately lost. He can't hold the ball off, it would appear, at the moment. Blocking, though, he's beaten to it by Huelva. Atletico get another chance. This time, though, it's Besanov that darts across under no real pressure. Is chasing. Ball has been shepherded out of play by Thomas. And is the captain, Miguel Ruiz, in his career at Atletico Madrid, in his debut 10 seasons ago. Scored against City rivals Real in the league this season, although Atletico were beaten in the derby by 2-1 in that particular encounter. And it's Vats that's gone down. Kavenko. Besanov. And now Chanov. Headed away by Ruiz. Is forward waiting for the cross inside the penalty area. Ball had gone. Janov to take the goal kick, still Kiev leading by a goal to nil. But Atletico Madrid are beginning to run out of time here, you feel. Medina, Setien stretches but can't make it his. Yanamchuk forward. Here is the substitute, Evtushenko. Blocking. And still. Rats blocking on the left-hand side. It is Oleg blocking. Yakovenko. Atletico pushing out and just offside Belanov. Setien, the substitute, forgetting to take the ball with him. Comically kicked off his heels, and Kiev have possession again, and one or two groans from the Atletico supporters. This is Oleg blocking, coming forward now, and still steps out of one challenge made by Ruiz. Still blocking on the edge of the penalty area. Yakovenko, and a free kick to Atletico. Setien. Looking ball over to his right-hand side. It's kept in players in. No, just the wrong side of the white lines for Thomas, bursting forward from the right-back position. The Spanish international made his debut this campaign for Spain. It will be a throw in which Demianenko will take. That's Evtushenko looking to combine, and it's blocking, and it's 2-0. Oleg blocking, popping up on the right-hand side. And even one or two of the Athletico supporters applauding that move. The ball moving from left to right. Infield from the left wing where blocking usually is. Belanov got a touch and then helped towards that far side by Evtushenko, and it was blocking with a wonderful finish over Filiol. And with just 5 minutes remaining, surely Kiev have claimed their second Cup Winners' Cup. Kuznetsov. He's really struggling, incidentally. Looking around at the moment, but heavy strapping to his left thigh. Surely no way back now for Athletico. To the last few minutes we go. Now gets a touch. Evtushenko. His fifth goal, incidentally, in the Cup Winners' Cup run. Joint top now with Belanov. And indeed Zavarov, who's picked up 5 goals because of his goal in the final. So the Kiev players dominating the goal-scoring charts for the Cup Winners' Cup, and fittingly, it looks like they will claim the trophy as well. Chanov from Besanov. And blocking is in real trouble, but with Bal and Evtushenko on, there's nothing really that Lobanovsky can do about this. Belanov further on, meanwhile, and still coming forward, bundled over by Artesh Gomez, but the referee allows play to continue. It is Tomas. And now Martin. Kike Setien. Over on this near side, the Athletico players can spot him. He's been given away, in fact. Martin to take up a good position. Meanwhile, the flag has stayed down here, and this is Evtushenko, and he's away from Filiol, and surely will score for 3, and does. But the scoreline reflects the dominance now. There may well have been 2 late goals. But Kiev 3, Athletico 0 does not flatter the Soviet champions. Filiol tried to drag down the substitute Evtushenko, but after coming on as a substitute for the man who scored the first goal in the final, Evtushenko has got the third. And that emphatic scoreline means that Dynamo Kiev will claim their second European trophy. Almost certain now. This is a chance for a late consolation for the Spanish team. Still Atletico probing away, but Chanov not beaten. Now we've got Rats down. Blocking's been in trouble for the last 5 minutes or so. Might be a legacy from this final towards the Mexico World Cup for the Soviet Union. A number of players in a bit of trouble. I don't think it's going to have any reflection in this game, depending on the outcome, because we're just seconds away now from Kiev claiming the Cup Winners' Cup of 1986. Still, Martin driving forward. Back in field, but back towards Chanov. Oliver lets the ball run out of play. Atletico have a throw. Here is Artesh Gomez. Here is Garcia forward. Kike Setien loses out. Bal can't get a touch. Atletico still prepared to get bodies forward in the hope of a consolation. Setien will leave it. It's Martin that goes for goal, and that's a wonderful save, Chanov. Kiev nearly conceding right at the death, but Chanov will not be passed. And this time it was Chanov to deny Marina, and the allays coming from the Kiev supporters, and I think most of the neutrals supporting the Soviet side as well. And that is it. It is another European Cup Winners' Cup win for Dynamo Kiev. Zavarov, Blokhin and Evtushenko mean that Kiev are successful once more. Kiev 3, Athletico 0.